Hello and welcome back to another live video this week. Thank you so much for joining me. We've been doing diet reviews all week, or as I like to call them, eating styles. So today what we're talking about is if it fits your macros. IIYFM, that is always a tongue twister for me. And if you haven't joined me before, my name is Carmen Olin. I'm a holistic nutritionist, personal empowerment coach, and transformational speaker. Basically, all that means is my work is really dedicated to guiding ambitious women, busy women just like you, to get out of that never-ending to-do list that you're continuously stuck in every single day. Stop the limiting beliefs so you can actually build sustainable health rituals so you can have endless energy and live your best life. So that's what I'm all about. So we are talking about if it fits your macros. So what in the heck does that mean? Basically, you look at, so how do you calculate your macros? How do you get started with this? What are macros? Macros are macronutrients. So that's where we get energy, protein, carbohydrates, and fat. Now we also have micronutrients, which is vitamins, minerals, and water, and that basically comes from vegetables and fruit. So our macronutrients, again, that's where we get our energy. When I say energy, I mean calories. Protein has 4 calories per gram. So does carbohydrates. Now, fat has 9 calories per gram. So that's why whenever I talk about how you make your healthy plate, like the portion of healthy fat is smaller in relation to the protein and the carbohydrates because it's more calorically dense. The only other thing that's going to give you energy is alcohol. That's 7 calories per gram, but alcohol has 0 nutritional value, and so it's 100% metabolized by your liver, which is also your detoxifying organ, which is also your fat burning organ. So drinking is going to slow that down. So let's go back to if it fits your macros. So a basic calculation for figuring out your macros is figuring out your basal metabolic rate, BMR. Google that shit. Put your height, weight, age in there, and if you're male or female, and it'll populate a number for you. So this is what you need to eat, the amount of calories you need to eat if you do nothing per day. So if you start there, then you want to add calories based on your level of activity. Is your job active or sedentary? How often are you exercising and getting in daily movement? Are you practicing one of my pillars of practicing daily movement? So you are not sedentary, you're doing things very actively throughout the day. You want to look at that and you want to add to that. You also want to look at your dieting history. So for example, if you've been way under eating and it tells you to eat, 800 more calories a day, that may not be the best for you. You want to slowly jump up to that. Then you want to take your calories and you want to split them up. So there's lots of common splits out there, but most of the time carbohydrates might be the highest, then protein, then fat. Of course, like we talked about with the keto diet, that was highest in fat, then protein, and again, a little carbohydrates, 5% of your calories coming from carbohydrates. So it really depends on what you're trying to do with your body and how your body responds. So let's talk about the good things of if it fits your macros. 1, you get to pick what those macronutrient splits are based on your goals, your lifestyle, and how you enjoy eating. You also get to fit the foods in that you like. Now, here is the downside to if it fits your macros, because as humans, we are either black or white. There's no middle ground. So we like to be I'm going to do if it fits your macros. And because I can fit in a bunch of processed food throughout the day and still hit my macros, that's what I'm going to do. The one thing about that, it does not improve health. You may still lose body fat. So going back to that Weight Watchers one, if you didn't watch the Weight Watchers one, that was just a couple of days ago, watch that one. But you could eat all this processed food and still hit those numbers of a certain amount of protein, carbohydrates, and fat every day. But actually your health could be going down because you're not getting all the nutrients that you need. So you see what I mean? There's an upside and downside to all of these different types of eating styles. And so you have to figure out what works for you. Now, I do practice macro counting in circumstances where I want to hit a body composition goal. And so what I mean by that is if I want to hit a fat loss goal, lose weight, look a certain way, tone up, maybe have a photo shoot upcoming, something like that, I know that if I actually measure my food throughout the day and hit certain macro splits consistently week over week, then I'm gonna hit that goal a little bit easier because what I'm putting in my body is consistent. This is also really good for someone that wants to learn more about nutrition and what types of foods work best for their body, because you're tracking and really figuring out, you're really diving in to what works best for you. Now, this isn't good for someone that is like compulsive, or maybe has an issue with controlling food, or just any of those mental hangups around food. It may not be super good for you, but I do really like it because it is a simple way to learn, because most people learn by doing, and you can figure out very easily what works best for you. The other reason I like it is because you can fit in lifestyle things. So as you know, if you've been following me, I love my Bloody Marys, but I haven't drank for like, I don't know, 3 months now. I'm still on this no alcohol kick, which has been awesome, but that's for a different video. But you can fit those types of things in, or maybe if you want to go out and have a fattier meal, maybe a burger or some sweet potato fries or something like that, you can actually fit that into your eating for the day by fitting it into your macros. Now, I don't recommend doing it all the time, and as like all the other eating styles, I want you to focus on cooking most of your meals at home, eating real food, making your plate, half a plate of veggies, a good serving of lean protein, a little bit of healthy fat, carbohydrates as needed. If you're super active, add them to every meal. Sedentary, add them to at least one meal during the day. But the thing is, you can make it more of a lifestyle, and you could still hit your goals that you're trying to reach with your health. But you just want to stay away from packing in a bunch of processed food, just like I gave the example on the Weight Watchers one. So please let me know what questions you have about this. I'm kind of an expert in macro counting and teaching people to do that. So comment below if you have any questions. And if you think this video could help someone else, please, 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 I would be truly grateful if you would share this video. And then I am going to be doing a recap of how to pick your eating style, what will work best for you, and all of that sort of thing tomorrow. So be sure to tune into that. And until tomorrow, be kind to yourself, be kind to others, eat real food so you can have endless energy and live the life of your dreams. Thanks for watching.